Hey guys, Christ169 here. I told you guys I wouldn't be making a video today, but I decided, well, hell, make a video today. Because it's really bugging me. I've been watching YouTube most of the day after I got back from going to the store buying some stuff. And is it safe to say ninth generation consoles, the real death, yeah, physical game sales? And I don't know for sure to say yes or no to that. Because on one side, and then hear me out on this one for a minute here, guys. And you really hear me out. On one side, you have PlayStation and Nintendo still releasing physical copies. On the other side, you have Xbox, which is gathering everybody up on the Game Pass format. So you have two different sides here begging for your dollar. And with all the games going, all companies now going pretty much to a subscription service, is there really a point to even owning physical anything anymore? And I know I made a topic a couple weeks ago, but damn it, it has to be said, guys. Okay, I want to talk about this a little longer because it has to be said. Because I'm really unsure about all this right now. I'm unsure how this is going to play out. Because with with the notion of thinking that we're going to have physical games just disappear like that overnight, it's becoming a reality in certain areas, but not in others. GameStop's still doing good area business in my neck of the woods. Maybe your neck of the woods, maybe your place has different GameStop. Maybe it's run down, it's blown up, it's not working anymore, or whatever. Maybe the towns are just dead in your area and it's sad, and the store's not doing business at GameStop in your area. And maybe Walmart has some games left in there. But I go through Walmart and I see an Xbox area gone. It gives me a question: is it only Microsoft doing this, or Sony and PlayStation are going to follow suit? And I asked this question to myself 1,000 times today when I was driving back from going to the grocery neighborhood market, Walmart. They have a lot of stuff. They don't have games there. They have cards you can buy with Steam, whatever like that, and PlayStation and Xbox currency stuff like that, and even Game Pass Ultimate and PlayStation Plus. Technically, you can buy. Sorry, guys, damn inflammation, uh, mucus. But that being said, though, what is it really to do? I mean, it's safe to say the next generation are the real death of console. Is the real death is or is the real death of console? I don't think next generation is the real death. And I've been saying this on and off for a couple of weeks. I don't think this generation is really pushing us to lose the games, but it's helping us accelerate the process of not having the games. And what I mean by that and what I mean by that is that look at the physical sales. Look at the physical stuff going on. People are still buying physical. Okay, I mean it's still selling. Maybe 30% and 70, 80, 90, 140% people buying digital. But that's still way above people thought was going to be. People thought by 2024 all the games are going to be gone. All the games are going to be gone. It's going to be it. Okay, and I think that we need to understand this. That I'm not saying this year is the last year of physical games, but I'm saying this is the last. This is the big push towards that. Inevitable uh, pushing the stuff into the hole of the physical games, into their own grave. It's pushing it, but it hasn't gone into the grave yet. It hasn't gone over the precipice. It hasn't gone over the hill yet. But it's getting closer and closer to that. And why is that happening? Because we are accelerating it. Us, the gaming landscape. And I think the biggest problem is we accepted games being broken on release. Game companies 20, 30 years ago would never, ever, ever, ever release any game in patches or in pieces. They will have a whole game or nothing at all. My parents would not buy me Super Mario Brothers 2 if it required a two combos to put together to play. They're like, you ain't getting that game. Christmas, sorry. $50 price on a game. So it's one or nothing. It's one or done. Because these people, my parents, that generation had a record player for 25 years, TV 25 years, vacuum probably for 25 years or 10 years. To them, buying a game that's complete is like one of those natural things. They don't understand gaming back then anyway, but they understood that if the game comes together, hey, it's a cartridge or a game pack, it's complete. Now they don't understand. My father plays racing games. He doesn't understand why he has that patches on a racing game. He always asks me, why is this patches? It's updates that has to do it. Why? Don't ask me. We update Windows every week, seems like. So it just seems like it's like no like a normal day. And I remember Windows XP being as way as it was. We had to download update almost every month. And that thing lasted 20 years. Probably hundreds of thousands of updates. Probably hundreds of updates. Let's say hundreds. Let's say in the span of 10 years we had maybe 200 updates to make it work better. A lot of games on XP that did not work real well at first. That required a lot of updates. Operating system didn't work. Now, the operating system's not working. It's the game that's broken. We've grown customary in the ninth generation for broken games. And I understand people are still mad about I'm still mad about the fact that the 30 series cards took me forever to finally get one. Now I get one. My 3070 is now becoming GIMP. Hey, boxing, what's up, buddy? Not much at all today, buddy. But the ninth generation consoles have been having this enigma. Okay, they're in a crossroads right now. Microsoft is going to go full digital. That's just the way it is. They already made that point very clear to all of us. The One S is going to go away. The One X is going to come out probably with a drum or set top box. PlayStation and Nintendo are going to keep trickling out their physical games probably for a couple more years. I'd give them probably five. I'd give them like 2 to 5 years, minimum 2 years, max 5 years. But anywhere between the 2 years could happen. So if it's not 2025, it could be 2026, later half of before 2027, within 5 years. If you count the 5 year rule, 2 to 5 years usually what it takes to get something like that out. Okay, and that being said, this is an issue that I have is that we have the consoles coming out. We have game developers being bought up like Disney by Microsoft, and they haven't done much with that now. Except release some bad game that came out, Starfield, stuff like that. So it's really hard for me to stand here and say, "Oh yeah, physical games are going to die this year." How are they going to die this year when the digital games are just as worse off as the physical games? You had a game like I think it was crap. I can't what game. It's on top of my head. I can't make it was not The Last of Us, but it was something else. It was whatever. But it was a game that came out. Not the Evil Within, but something like that. I think it was Alan Wake. Alan Wake 2 came out. And the game only had like a certain amount of digital download. It was like a small disc put in there, and it required you to download more of the game online off internet. So essentially, you bought a small game, you like Call of Duty 2 as well. And think Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, same example. You put the disc in there, your Xbox or PlayStation, you downloaded the whole game. Your game disc is just a glorified key unlock code to spin it to unlock the game. You're playing most of the game online or on your SSDs. So you're practically PC. And even PC way back in the day, 1992, 93, and 95, actually had disc or floppy disk or whatever they had back then. They put them in there and you played them. So you had to have a disc based system, a floppy disk or a disk, whatever you want to call it. And you had that. So to say that physical media has gone away quickly, no, it hasn't. It just has different eras. PC gaming was always going to be digital because that was a trend that was going towards. So when I say digital, I don't always mean console. Now, Microsoft is a software company for computers, Windows. Of course, they're going to push the narrative of having more digital. Says we don't want a disc-based console because it costs us too much money. Hell, they shut down and they let go a bunch of people. So in the span of less than a year, span less than 6 months actually, they let go about 1,900 people from the Xbox and Blizzard and Activision's game development area, mostly their physical game departments, and so did EA. Like what people do. What did they close down? Did they close down the physical game area? Did they close down some old studios? Maybe no one knows because those companies are not talking about it. I only found that information when I started researching Microsoft and why they let these people go, and found out it was a physical game department they let go. So, well, kind of makes sense because they're trying to get rid of physical games anyway. So this horn, this bell I'm ringing is not because the whole market's gonna go bust. No, I'm making this. I'm shooting a flare in the air, saying, "Okay, guys, if you're an Xbox fanboy with the Xbox Save haircut, or whatever you are, and you like your physical games, Microsoft's saying no more for you because they're getting out of that. Walmart pulled some stuff out, Best Buy pulled stuff out, but Best Buy pulled Blu-rays and they weren't selling anyway. So maybe that's more Sony saying, hey, we're getting rid of Blu-rays because it's not working. Either way, it doesn't matter. Okay, we're all going to go digital eventually. 100%. We're probably 60 70% there already. You know, and that being said, and that being said, is it anything that we can do to stop it? No, of course can't. But you can support, you know, physical game sales. But eventually, even the developers are going to go digital. EA made it clear. Ubisoft made it clear, especially Ubisoft's online services. Capcom is going to make an announcement probably within a couple of months saying how they're going to have a service too, or probably make most of their games going to be on digital on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, where they won't have physical releases. We're slowly seeing it ramp up because when Microsoft says, "Hey, we're doing this," that makes oh crap, everybody else is going to do it too. Because when the cool kid in school does something, everybody else got to follow suit. You can't be the odd duck out anymore. So you have to follow the cool kid and do what the cool kid does. If you fall flat on his face, you got to fall flat on his face too, right? So Sony and Nintendo are kind of going their way. That's why probably Sony bought some studios, and it's Nintendo is off the island of themselves because that's what they've always been. So, but going back to my original theory is and hypothesis is that Microsoft is doing what they're doing because they're trying to expedite the fact that they're going to have a digital console. It's not if anymore; it's when are they going to announce it? And if they announce that little drum cylinder that I took a snapshot and put a little snapshot there, about a year ago, if it's something like that, it's going to change the market, yes, for a while. But until the dust settles, until the dust settles and everything clears out, we won't know where we're at until we go to a new game generation, from the ice age, so to speak, into a dune of a new ice age or new gaming generation where it's all digital all the time. Microsoft wants us to be hooked into everything all the time. They are the Skynet of everything. They are literally the Skynet of everything: PC, tablets, everything. You play a game on your phone, play a game on your computer, play a game on your TV. That is pretty much Skynet you're letting in your house. No, Microsoft's not bad. I don't think they have red eyes and kill everybody. No, what I'm saying that is we're letting them in, but we're not paying attention. We're not looking. We're not listening. We're not thinking. Like me buying this Toshiba TV with the Xbox app already in, am I helping them? Of course you are. Of course I am for having on my gaming rig and playing less of my Xbox digitally. You know, physically. Of course, we all are because it's more convenience. So ain't nothing wrong with it. But a lot of diehard YouTubers out there are losing their mind over this. A lot of them are freaking out and sounding the battle cry, blowing the horn, running onto the battlefield. I'm like, why are you running on the battlefield? Why are you running on there trying to stop something that you can't stop? You know, the market dictates what's going to happen, dictating people want to game digitally and physically and remotely. This is why the PlayStation, why the Xbox is selling well. Well, the PlayStation Portal is selling somewhat decent, mostly in Japan only. And new PlayStation handheld will probably be mostly handheld because it's Japanese or handheld. They're nomadic; they move around a lot. So to have a physical thing, you have to have games put in there. That's why most people in Japan have the Switch games downloaded to their Switch. Convenience. They can pick and choose on the fly and go play. I go fumbling for this thing, put the thing in there, all that, you don't do all that crap. You just boom and go. That's where a lot of it's coming from. The Japanese country that are dictating to everybody because it's all about convenience. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with convenience. I am not going to say there's nothing wrong with convenience. I'm just saying if you're a diehard fist in the air, the last dying breath physical fanboy, you're going to fall on your own sword. You're going to stab yourself and you're going to gut yourself and you're going to die. Because it doesn't matter. You can't stop it. I can't stop it. We can't stop it. All we can do is embrace the storm coming our way. And so, you know what? It's been great physical. We'll salute you and play a little taps, but it's over with. It's over. Physical media is gone and it won't come back. Now you can go to a bookstore and get some books. Maybe you can go to a classic game retro play, get some old games. But I'm believing in my heart of hearts, as time goes on, you'll see less Xbox game being produced on disc and more digital downloading, clicking, or streaming on the cloud. Now, does that mean that you're going to pay cheaper? Probably not. They're going to nickel and dime you. Look at Starfield's like $70. A lot of games $70. Redfall $70. Game Pass Ultimate, you don't have to buy that. You don't have to pay $70. Well, it's cheaper. I probably buy this on 70. I buy this on I download this from Game Pass Ultimate. It's cheaper. Yay! Not really. You're paying $50 every 3 months. 3 months you pay $100. You could have bought one game at $100. But should it be $70? Of course not. It should be $50, $40 tops. But it's not going to be. Why? Because people are going to go out there and are going to buy it. See, people got hooked into the $70 train. Look at Sony. The first party titles. Horizon Forbidden West was the last game they would allow a $10 or a free upgrade to. After that, you gotta pay money. You gotta buy the brand new game again. So you got a PS4, you gotta check out some Sony dollars to buy it brand new. They won't allow you to do a free upgrade. I did it one time when I had Call of Duty. I had Battlefield 4 on PlayStation. They allowed me to play it on PS4. Only time I could play a PS3 game on a PS4 was when I downloaded that thing on there, and it allowed me to play it. And then they gave me the beautiful game in 1080p 60 or whatever it was on PlayStation 4. Only time they let me do that. But now, no. Why? Because they want you to buy these games. Why? Because software is becoming the new norm. It used to be hardware, 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 hardware. Why don't you think that the Xbox hasn't mentioned much backwards compatibility? Yeah, some old games on 360 you can play on the Xbox One. Yeah. But what about the Xbox One lineup? The Xbox original lineup? Not much there. Man, a few titles trickling out. How about the PlayStation 5? Most powerful console PlayStation has to offer. Can't run PS3 games on the disc because the cell configuration doesn't work. Because the games require a lot of because the PS3 was so hard to program for. Even these eggheads at Sony don't even know how to program a console to read off the stupid thing, or they don't want to. Maybe they don't want to because they want you to do that. See, either way, it's going to cost you money. So I'm saying, Well, I have all these games on Xbox One. I can't use them anymore because they got a discless console now. So now I gotta go shell out $500 for a console that I can't play games on. I just go buy a PC. I said in a video yesterday or this morning. What's the point of owning a console when you can just buy a PC and do digital that way? You get better specs, better graphical fidelity. You can get better SSD configurations. You ain't gotta buy a certain proprietary device. You can buy whatever you want and slap it in there, as long as it's the same configuration, as long as it's the same PCIe as the Gen 4, Gen 3, it should work fine. And if motherboard supports it, should be fine. But guys, this is my quick video here. I'm gonna do another video on they just announced a Ryzen 7 5700X3D. I'm gonna do a little more research on that, but I'll make a video on that probably within the hour or two. I watched the Game of Nexus today, but I heard rumors that they were going to release it, and you're going to release that situation. But it looks pretty promising. It's a pretty promising gap between the AM4. Is this the last gasp at AM4? That they said that with the 5600 X3D. Now they released 5700 X3D. We'll go over the specs and stuff like that when I make the video. I'll make it here within the hour or two. So yeah, we'll take care of some stuff and take care of some other hygiene stuff. I gotta take a shower and that stuff, and I'll be back within an hour or two, maybe less than that, and I'll make the video. We'll do a live stream and we'll discuss that. Catch you guys later. Peace out, everyone.